With Minnesota's flag redesign present in every vexillologer's mind, I'm reminded once again of the power that flags hold to make me angry at strangers on the internet. Now is the perfect time to finally address and discuss the homogenization of flag design by the North American Vexillological Association. I originally wanted to start this video as I conceived it in my mind last night with talking about how this topic is nowhere near covered enough. But upon checking our vexillology this morning and seeing a video by JJ McCullough, a notable good flag, bad flag hater, he's probably touched on a lot of the topics that I want to talk about today. But I haven't watched this yet because I don't want to subconsciously repeat his points and make a clone video. In recent years, vexillologists have been witness to the aggressive retconning of American symbols, which admittedly weren't very good, but still, with little regard to style differentiation between the said flags. If we have a look here, this is some NAVA survey talking about the best new American city flags. And I've drawn a line over all of the ones that I feel fit into the NAVA deck writing sort of style, sort of design style, where they have, they're all rectangles, first of all. They have these muted color palettes. Look at this beige on a fucking flag. What flag has beige, seriously? This boring ass blue, you think you're still in the United Kingdom? They have these weird ass wavy design motifs that usually aren't meant to be on flags. You see it in a lot of these NAVA influenced flags. They have these waves on them, these bendy sort of designs. They try way too hard as well to depict natural geography on them. You can see there's always a mountain or a river or some shit on them, or a river that's the entire fucking flag is that river. Okay. And also, they always choose 2 shades of blue, which is really relevant right now, that a lot of the time both end up looking like shit. You can see a sort of American NAVA redesign phenotype flag right here, with the muted beige color. I suppose that's more of a pastel, but still, the boring blue colors, 2 of them, and the wavy design motif. This is what I think basically all of these fucking look like. But where I draw a problem with them all looking the same is that these places, they're all distinct from each other, right? They're all distinct from each other, only united by falling under the same money-obsessed mid-tier country that is the US. Yet all manage to look like they're in the same fucking state or even county at times. And, well, you can see that's another thing that, that's come from the NAVA deck writing. You see that none of them use letters for another thing in the stereotype of these flags. None of them use lettering or seals because NAVA says so. Another thing, you can see that they all look the same. You can imagine that came from NAVA. Use meaningful symbolism. It seems that flag designers nowadays, they see symbolism and they think, okay, what natural geography do we have in this area, and just ignore any sort of cultural symbolism. You can see I've crossed out these flags that have the same sort of NAVA deck writing style to them. And it's not to say that I don't like these, because I love a good majority of these redesigns. Okay? Well, not a good majority, but I still love a good amount of them. I think the Tulsa one, it looks good. The colors are fucked, but it's a good design, okay? Salem, I have no problems with this. This is one of my favorite new flags, or flags in general. Salem, Oregon, that is. Pocatello. It's honestly sad to see the iconic. It's honestly sad to see the iconic, fucking. To see this go away. And have them end up with something so generic for the US, but like this is a flat graphic designy depiction of a mountain range, okay? It's not as graphic designy as this, but they still definitely didn't stray far enough from the old design. It still does give the same energy off. You maybe just graphic design from a different decade. The thing is, yeah, good flag, bad flag. These are good design principles, especially for somebody, a newcomer to flag design. These can guide that person down the right path, okay? But the online flag discourse tends to treat these as gospel. They tend to they hear NAVA say, okay, this is how you design your flag, and they make shit like this. They make shit like this. Can you tell me this looks like a flag? Okay. If I just refresh Vexillology and try and look at the featured flags they have here. Okay, this is less egregious. It's still very much a NAVA flag, and the thing is, the U.S. flags don't have to be all the same. North American flags don't have to be all the same. We can see the precedent is there for being unique and actually interesting. It's possible in this region of the world, but I guess Ted K just doesn't want that. He doesn't want the Turkmenistans of the world, even though the flag of Turkmenistan is a fucking good flag. Okay, maybe not the Bay of Tunisia. There's a lot of good flags in here that they say are just completely ass, okay? Wait, is that fucking Dominica? Dominica as a no. Jesus fucking Christ. That's a good flag. That's a good flag. Chinese and Mao. That's a good flag. Oh my god. It has a fucking dragon in the. It has a dragon in the canton. It uses too many flags. It uses too many colors. This must be a terrible flag. Nobody should ever design something like this. And even if that's not what Ted K is trying to say here, I'm pretty sure there's a part that says, you can bend the rules. You can try and break these quote unquote rules or principles, and still have a good flag. Because it's obviously possible. But I suppose it's just Redditors love. I guess they're little sissy liberals, and they love being told what to do. And on the bendy, sort of wavy design motifs that I talk about, whatever happened to discouraging these? Because I remember seeing threads on Reddit, or even I think 4chan, talking about how these are fucking bad and you shouldn't be doing these because, well, it's for the design of flags that for most of their history have been made by fucking people using scissors and shit, and more recent times sewing machines, right? So sure, these designs they're not too hard on your screen printed polyester flags that you buy from fucking China, but at least keep in mind the people who still may wish to make these by hand. If they're a fan of your flag, it's a nitpicky thing compared to the rest of the stuff I'm talking about, but it still is an annoyance that I have with these. And how can anybody like the flag of Lincoln? Okay, that's what I'll close this video on. Is that the new flag of Lincoln, Nebraska, is fucking ass. It has a great design. But these colors make me feel like I'm visiting a hospital. With American symbols growing no more varied or interesting than their former seal-on-bed sheet ancestors, dare I suggest that democracy does not suit vexillography?